I see two. One on YouTube, one on Facebook. How? My microphone isn't in this scene. Oh.
Are you helping me? Hey, where's your glasses? Are you muted?
I am. I was.
What's up, Where's your glasses?
I took them off.
Oh, we're used to seeing you in your glasses, so I feel like you look funny now. What's up, everybody? Excited for another round of Tool Talk Tuesday. I'm pretty excited. Just got back from Florida. And let me tell you, it's way warmer down there than it is up here. I mean, up here is just like stupid. Actually, not. We got in like the 50s today. Sun was shining. When we got back yesterday, it was dark, but it was still 45 degrees. So, I mean, for us Michiganders, that's actually lovely in December. But it was in the mid 80s while I was in Florida, so I like that way better. I sweated while I was outside. I did nature walking and stuff. That was fun. So, what you guys up to?
Don't forget to vote for Extreme Hozilla to show your support. Hashtag Let's Go Brandon.
Shameless plug.
I have so many teams that like I want to vote for, and I don't know how many times I'm allowed to vote, but if I can vote for all of the ones I like, I will.
So I went in there and voted, and I voted for Haas and Jeff first, then found out I could only vote for one after I voted for all the ones that I wanted to vote for. So sorry, guys. Guess if you're first, you're last. I don't know. I might go in and change my vote a couple times over the next couple of days. Because, I mean, that's just not fair. Why do we only get to vote for one? That's
Yeah,
just
I have at
dumb.
least like 5 I want to vote for.
And I, let's actually, who, let's get that complaint committee in here because I got a complaint. We need to, if we're going to have 5 or 6 or whatever it is, teams that are allowed to compete, then we should be able to vote for the 5 or 6, whatever it is, teams that we want to see
Oh.
compete.
So Haas says there's 6 groups. You can vote one for each group.
We're gonna need some rules laid out. We need to know how this works.
Yeah.
Where's Carlos? We need to get Carlos in here. He needs to explain this shit. He is the producer of madness.
And all right, Jose, you have an invoice in your email.
Wow, look at that. She is on it, multitasking. So
All
when she
right.
forgets to unmute her microphone, ignore it. It's because she's doing so many other things at the same time. Let's see, what was I
Yeah,
doing?
we're talking about tenor battles and wanting to vote for multiple people.
Yes, it's just so freaking wrong. All right. Yes, this works. This kind of works. I'll work with this. Anyway, so I've got some goodie. Oh, Brittany, colors are all really cool. Look, you can see right through this one.
Uh-oh. That's what, yellow?
It's definitely yellow. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's like
kind of a
highlighter
neon
yellow.
yellow. Yeah. So
So,
we've got the switch cards in our possession. It's going to take a couple of hoops to jump through because we don't buy direct currently from Tri-Edge, but oops, and we don't open it that way. But the person we do buy direct from, they're a little slower at jumping on new products than we are. So we're working out the details, guys. We will have these in just a minute. But we had to check them out first. So this is a switch card, and if you look at it, it's got little screws in it. This is so cool. So, and you'll see it slotted right here. You can actually unscrew this and take it apart, and you can put a different color one. You can mix and match them. So it's like the coolest thing in the world. So you can have a dual durometer card all in one hand instead of having 2 different cards depending on what your liking is. So you can put these two together. Oops. There we go. You can put these two together and have almost like, oh, is it sacrilegious to say like the Fusion Hybrid did with the squeegee blade? Well, it's like that, and that was a great idea. So why not, right? And you can mix and
and
match them,
and they come with the buffers.
and they come with the
They all,
buffers.
they all have buffers that fit them. Because there's a bunch of different shapes, and each
Brittany,
shape
over,
comes with its
over,
own buffer.
other. There you go. Yep,
My
yep,
green
yep.
screen does not like yellow or green.
No, apparently it thinks that yellow is green. So
Yes.
whatever.
Especially bright yellows.
Certainly not mad at it. Let me come back just a hair here. A little bit more. There we go. So these, I was more curious. I didn't really want to talk about these until I felt the material, and these have an awesome material. I don't know what they put in these things, but they feel really good. Better than just about. Oh, I'm holding the same one. So I think we like the fuchsia ones or magenta or whatever this is. What color do we call this, Britt?
I think it's purple.
Are you taking it apart? You don't even have a
I
screwdriver.
I have a knife.
Oh, it's a lot like a screwdriver. I have a Phillips screwdriver. I don't have a flathead in here. We
Yeah,
are
I mean,
so
you taught me
unprepared.
that your knife can be any tool you need it to be.
Yeah, my knife, not your knife. You don't have the practice. Ugh.
So yeah, you just unscrew it and the screw comes right out.
Look at her go. She's handling it. Ba dum bum
Well, I
bum
want
bum
to show
bum.
them how it comes apart.
Don't worry, David. You didn't miss anything. He was David was out playing with his dog and he missed the beginning. But we,
It's
you
okay.
know us. We have informal beginnings. We're just
So once you get the screws out, they just slide.
oh,
And
is
that's
that
what
dope or
allows you to
what?
mix and match. Oh,
So
I didn't have
that
it lined up.
so the part that makes that super cool is if you know some people like one card for Dave's like mind blown.
Oh, they're so
Some people
good.
some people like one card for like their regular hard carding and then another card for like touch up. So this is a great opportunity for that. So you don't have to fish around in your pouch or on the passenger seat or whatever looking for your touch up tool or your hard card or your corner tool. And I like so they got a couple different ones. They've got the 3-4 and the 4-4.
Well,
And
those
the
are the
number
ones that
rep
we have.
those are the ones that we have. The number represents the size. So this one is 4 on top, 4 on bottom, and then like this one's 3 inches on top, 4 inches on bottom. And you can switch them. You can make any combination that you like. But the cool thing about this, as I think Brittany's continuing to, are you putting that one back together or are you mixing a couple?
No, I'm putting it back together.
Okay.
Well,
So
and I
this is
like
a,
that it has the numbers on it. You can't really super see. Oh, there it goes. It adjusted. So it has the numbers on it, so you can see which card it is.
yeah. That way you don't have to get out the tape measure every time because, these are 100% made in the US. So we don't have to worry. These are not Chinese sourced things. I'm not buying things from overseas and pretending I built them because I didn't. And yeah, what does it say here? It says,
I mean, and there's like hundreds of combinations that you can make with these
yeah, it says
between
over
the four
140.
sizes, and then you've got multiple colors, and it is awesome.
But yeah, for window tinners, we're more into a straighter, flatter kind of thing. But these are super cool, and they got a couple other ones that are good for like um, good for vinyl PPF, which we didn't grab right now because altogether there's I believe 25 different SKUs. So that's a lot when you have to start out with 100 of each. And oh, by the way, did you know Christmas is right around the corner? You know what season this is, guys.
Well, and then you've got end of year inventory for tax purposes. So,
Yeah, so that's a real thing too. So I don't even want to talk about it.
and David, don't forget you won one of these. So the ones I have sitting right here are actually the ones that are getting sent out to the three winners. So do you want the 4-4 in yellow, the 4-4 in orange, or the 3-4 in purple? What one do you want?
Okay, and so before you pick, because remember, there's hardnesses. So like if you look at this right here, I've got two that you can absolutely see through. But those are the colors and the hardnesses from softest on your left to the hardest on the right. And the last two colors are yellow and green, which is why you can see through
In
them.
the order from softness to hard. So yellow is
Yeah.
softer than orange.
So we got the blue, pink,
Yeah,
light
so
blue.
Rick went through that kind of quick. So the numbers, the 3 4s, one side is 3 inches and the other side is 4 inches. So that just tells you that. And then I want to say the other ones, these ones I think are called D, and I want to say those ones are B, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah, she will look.
Triad.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's D and where's the other one? Oh, D and V. V's a lot like B. All right, David wants 3 4 in purple. Got you. This is
3 4
David's.
in purple. Is that
Um,
purple or is the other one purple?
this one's purple.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay.
And guys, don't
That's
worry, we haven't given anything else away. That was just from a previous stream.
But since we
So,
got you all here, I would like to make an announcement. We're going to attempt, and this is up to you guys, but we're going to attempt to give away the biggest one person giveaway ever. But we're going to need some support for you. We've been hounding on how everybody should give away to people that, whether they're your customer or not. And it dawned on me today that we've been kind of neglecting our customers on this. So we should not only give away to people if they want to join in and win something, but we should also give away to our customers. We should make an exclusive group. And so our customers are exclusive. So what I'm going to do, because I can keep track of this really good, from this very moment, this very second, all the way until you have until Tool Talk Tuesday. Well, actually, no. You have until Sunday, Friday, Saturday. No, we'll give you till Saturday, January 1st. And that's going to be the entry times. All you have to do to enter is make a purchase on the website. Now, here's what determines the size of the prize. If you make a purchase, we're going to have an order number. We're going to put your name on the spinny wheel with your order number, which means you can enter as many times as you like. So we're going to put your name and your order number on the spinny wheel. And on January 3rd, I believe it is, the next Tool Talk Tuesday, the first Tool Talk Tuesday of the
it's
year,
the
we're going to
4th.
spin the wheel. The 4th. Dang, I tried so hard just in my head. But so, yeah, we're going to spin the wheel, and whatever name and order number that falls on, that order I'm refunding 100%. So I don't care if you order $2,000 worth of tint, you get on that wheel, and on January 4th, I spin that wheel and it comes up with your name and that order number. I refund the entire order price. On the flip side, that also means if you place an order for $23 and buy a couple of hard cards and it lands on that order, I'm going to refund that. So this is as big of a gamble for me as it is for you guys. But the bottom line is, Rick said, who wants to play a game? The bottom line for you guys is if you are my customer, become my customer, make a purchase between now and then. I just need you guys to make purchases and we'll do the rest. And come January 4th, we're going to spin that wheel. And I think my biggest order to date was almost $6,000. So if it landed on that order, I will refund that $6,000. You see where this is going? You guys are in charge of this giveaway. So, and you'll watch it right on the screen in front of you. The name will pop up. It'll be amazing. It's going to be like, oh, the best. And I'm excited for that. So, yes, Dave, this is your guys' chance. Buy your kegs. Get any big items that you've been thinking about. Dave said, "Go big or go home."
No, I said that to Dave.
Oh, oh, you did.
I'm gonna go
Oh.
take out a loan, BRB.
So that's it. And you've obviously got what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, it's 14, 3 weeks. Well, 2.5 weeks because we're gonna cut it off on. When did I say we were cutting it off? I should really write this stuff
The
down.
1st, January 1st.
Okay, and that will be Saturday.
Yes.
Or should we let it? Yeah, the first is good. That gives you guys lots of time. Look at Brittany's writing it down so I don't forget again. Because she knows that like 10 minutes after the stream, she's going to forget too. But yes, big, big, big giveaway, I hope.
Possibly.
And possibly. Watch, it's going to land on that one person.
I mean, we get a lot of people that just buy like 3 or 4 hard cards. So.
Well, we did just have an order for, what was it? I don't know. I looked at it. I was looking for something and I saw this one order and I'm like, what? And it was like a hard card and $13 in shipping. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
guys.
Actually, guys, fun fact, there was a guy that emailed us and told us to eat a bag of dicks because he wanted to buy just one hard card and he was upset at the shipping cost.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I can't tell. You know, UPS, they charge what they do as a starting point. Like, this is the size box. If you can fill it up, this is what it's going to cost you. But if you put one packing peanut in it, it's still going to cost you the same amount of money. In fact, you could ship this box empty and it will cost you that much money. And now, USPS has these padded envelopes and stuff. And so you could send it that way. And I know we get a lot of requests for it, and people are like, I don't care how long it takes, but you don't understand how much USPS loses stuff. And my people, they get their stuff with empty envelopes. It's like, how do you even do that? How do you picked it up, it had stuff in it. Now it's got a little hole in the corner. And so, and UPS is like or USPS, I'm sorry, United States Postal Service.
They're the worst company to call.
Yeah, you have to call to make a claim. You sit on the phone for a minimum of 45 minutes on hold. Then you make the claim. But wait, there's more, because you ain't just getting a check because you made the claim. They will email back and forth. A lot of times they want you to wait, even if the customer received an empty envelope, they still want you to wait to see if they can locate it. And they do, what do they call that thing that they do to find a package? I don't know.
Just the investigation?
Yeah, it's awful. And it's like, but they got the package, it was empty. And they're like, well, we still have to look to see if somebody turned it in and it matches your description. And it's like, oh my God. So yeah, we have officially fired every carrier service except for UPS, based solely on performance. You know, I know some of you guys are more fans of, say, FedEx. FedEx is a close second, but
UPS gives us better rates.
UPS gives us better rates.
And FedEx likes to deny claims a lot.
Yeah, so FedEx beat the hell out of one of my customers' tint kegs and then denied the claim. Said I should have packaged it better. Now, don't get me wrong. UPS has also damaged my customers' tint kegs because I think they play football or bocce ball or something.
They have to, I swear.
But UPS never flinches. I'm like, you just wrecked this $300 keg. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me direct deposit $300 back into your account. You can send your customer a new keg. You know, we have our money within a week. And there's just things like that. Customer service is where it's at, guys. You know, and so,
how do you damage a steel keg? They dent them. And sometimes the dent will come out if you pressurize it, and sometimes it won't. And then also, sometimes it gets dented, but like the box isn't damaged at all. So figure that one out.
Yeah, well, if it hits a blunt object. So what I've been told happens is there's a lot of automation going on in these, in the warehouses, where it moves packages to one side or the other. And what's happening is, like a keg, it can roll off of a conveyor during a move or a shift, and it falls off. So can other boxes. So if there's a box down there and a keg falls off onto the corner of that box, it's not going to damage the box for the keg, but it is going to put a little dent right there in the middle of your keg, because it's just like if you kick it. And that's the other thing. I think they do play football or maybe kickball with these things. I'm not sure.
I mean,
But
have you ever seen the videos of them like delivering packages and they'll be like at the end of your walkway, like 40 feet from your house, and they just yeet it?
yeah,
I like those videos, mostly because it's not
hopefully
my packages.
hopefully that's not the normal, but we have gotten packages that look like that. I mean, we had the two kegs that got lost for 6 months trying to go to
That was
Australia.
USPS, though.
That was USPS. They finally got back here, and strangely enough, the kegs were fine. The
The
boxes, on the other
boxes were
hand,
beat.
oh my
Boxes
God,
were in rough shape.
they definitely look like they've been around the world and back. And so we put new boxes on them and
Send them
shipped them
back
back
out.
out. Well, we sent them back out UPS. And I just couldn't believe that. And oh my God, hats off to our Australia customers, because, like, sometimes we used to ship primarily overseas with USPS because the rates were the best. And oh my God, our foreign customers,
So many
especially
mishaps.
Australia, they're so patient. They're like, "Oh,
Well,
no worries, just
it's
keep me
almost like
posted."
they just kind of expect shit to go wrong. It must happen a lot, I would have to imagine, because
I
they are just
Yeah,
that cool about it.
I wouldn't be. And in fact, our American customers aren't that cool about it.
I'm
We had a
not.
lady order a couple of parts. She ordered a couple of small keg parts on the 3rd of July at 6:30 p.m. The 4th of July was a Friday, and or no, the 4th of July was a Thursday, and
Yeah.
she paid for next day shipping. She blew up our phone, which our phone systems are off when we're closed, but she blew up our phone on the 4th and called us first thing in the morning on the 5th, which was a Friday, pissed off that she didn't receive her stuff the day before because she paid for next day air. But she ordered after we closed, and when the shippers don't ship on, I mean, the carriers don't ship on a holiday, there's nothing I can do. And
Yeah, I mean,
I,
she would have gotten it on Friday. She wouldn't have gotten it next day anyway.
but she would have had
But
to
she
order it
she
about an
did
hour
not accept
sooner.
that. She was super upset.
Dave, meow or never.
I don't know. Anytime I see anything get shipped with DHL, like when I'm buying things online, I'm instantly agitated because I know it's going to take 3 to 7 business years for my shit to show up for no apparent reason. I had an item actually just, I think it was last week, finally arrive from Lexington, Kentucky, and it sat there for like a week, not moving. And I emailed the customer service and I was like, listen, do you know how many times I could have driven to Kentucky and come back by now? And they were like, sorry, you need to wait 2.5 weeks and then we'll reach out to them.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So I have to turn my chroma key off for just a moment. Cause we also
Oh. Burner
we
account.
also
Funny you say that. I have a shipment from DHL waiting on right now, coming from 7 hours away, and it was last scanned on the 3rd. Yes. That's why we
well
don't mess
good
with DHL.
good news for us is we're too small for DHL. They really don't mess around with people like us in the United States. They really want our international business, and we're like, yeah,
They don't
that's
give
not
us
how
good
that
enough
works.
rates.
And UPS, they gives us really good rates. I get like 67% off or something like that on international. I wish they'd do that on like
Everything.
local, but yeah. Anyways, so guys, I had to turn off my my green screen because like I have something that you absolutely wouldn't be able to see. Check these out.
That's
These
the
are.
Reflex.
I was just going to ask anybody if they knew what it was, and you just spoilt it. All right, does
Oh,
anybody
show
know
him
what
the
this is
other
called?
one.
No. Bad vibes, man. Bad vibes. Oh, what are we talking about, Dave? USPS
Show him
something.
the other tool. Show him the other tool. See if they know that one.
So, does anybody know what this one is? This thing is the coolest. Oh my god, it fits. Look at that. It fits your finger just like it fits your finger.
Ah,
It's
yes, winner,
perfect.
winner, chicken dinner. The fusion something or another.
That
I'm gonna text Jordan right now. She needs to name a tool that.
fusion something or another. Tell her she needs to quickly. So these things they come in, and at first I was like, "Oh, that edge is kind of rough," but it's from the mold, and it's because the edge is so fine. So I just rub it like on my jeans like this. Oh, let me find a spot just like this, and now it's like baby butt smooth. Oh my god, the possibilities for that. So that's without any sandpaper, without a hard card sharpener, without anything, just the edge of my jeans, and it's baby butt smooth, and it's like perfect, which tells me that when I start using this and I start nicking it up, that's my go-to to get a fresh edge, is right on the edge of my pants or on my apron. Not this shirt because this is one of those really thin, kind of funky shirts that doesn't have.
Ah, so burner account. Jordan loves your tool name. Your fusion something or another. She likes
Cool.
it.
We're gonna have to throw royalties. No,
Making
Dave,
connections.
Lidco did not already make these. I know the shape is just like a Lidco card. The material is nothing like a Lidco card.
Well, and
Lidco
then
got
you've got the
nothing on
finger
this.
dimple.
And
The
you got the
finger
finger
dimple.
dipple. You ain't doing that with an Olfa knife. You'll cut your damn finger off. Swear to God. Same thing with this one. So this is kind of a cross between the Lidco card as far as shape goes, and what is the little foot?
Littlefoot.
Oh, it is the little foot. See, that's probably why they named it that. I was thinking slim foot, but no, that's the one with the little handle, isn't it? So yeah,
Yeah, Slimfoot
these
has a
are.
handle.
And so they were releasing two different colors, and they didn't because that's the nice thing about fusion tools is they have nick. Sometimes it seems like a hindrance because he's throwing what some of us would think is a perfectly good tool like aside, and he's like not good enough. But then he comes back with it and is like, okay, this is what I was looking for, and we're like, what? Oh my god! So
So the fusion tools, they're going to be available on the 27th. That's when Fusion is like announcing the release and everything like that. Um, we have still a couple more days before we can even purchase them. But we did get our samples finally, so we wanted to show those off to you guys and give a few away.
yeah, because we're gonna give some stuff away tonight. Because that's what we do. Hey, you know what I just thought of? Yeah, we need to turn that back on.
A little bit.
I don't know. The green curtain seems more embarrassing than my closet behind me, but whatever.
I don't know. I don't care if anyone can see the green curtain.
I
Does not bother
know.
me.
You
I
don't
feel
even
like
care
with
if
the
people can
corner of
hear.
your desk though coming up, I feel like with the when the curtain is showing, it looks weirder than when you have the background.
Maybe because the color's more similar. And I can move the paper. I got papers over here in the corner. Those
Now
little
it's green
little.
screening out the reflection.
I know. I don't know what to do. I am
Green
not a
screens are really fun.
temperamental.
Temperamental,
But
yes.
yeah, if oh, did did we show him the new cloaking film that we were getting? What do you guys think about that?
Get a green
That's
screen hoodie.
it's not a green screen hoodie.
No, he said we should get one. So then we can just be
uh,
floating heads. Oh my
um,
gosh. It would be a look. A whole look. Just be a neck and a head.
Matt
Matt says
says
Helios is good
Helios is
stuff.
good stuff. Well, it's look. I know I sound like every other distributor, rep, or film, whatever out there, but I really did handpick this film. And I've been tinting windows for almost 33 years now, and it is hands down the best shit I've ever worked with. So take it for what it's worth. I mean, I'm not a manufacturer that starts from scratch, and that's okay because I'm not smart enough to do that. What I am smart enough to do is pick a film and know it's going to be a game changer. And that's what I did. And the manufacturers that I work with have proven track records. I ain't out there. I don't. I could be making so much more money selling window film. I could do like other oh, I almost dropped a name. I could do like other companies do and put some garbage in a box and sell it at a real high markup and still be cheaper than I am and make a lot of money off of you guys because sometimes if you're relatively new in the game, then
You're not
how
going
do
to
you
know
know?
better.
And one thing that I noticed if you go and ask on Facebook, what's everyone's favorite? You have whatever they use or whatever's most popular. So like for instance, we have GeoShield. Now don't get me wrong, GeoShield is a great film line. I got nothing bad to say about what they're selling and what they're putting in their boxes. But Matt Blackmer uses GeoShield with his 100,000 subscribers. So GeoShield's the popular one. Anybody
Oh,
that
is
remembers
he.
a few?
Wait. Is he at 100K already?
No, I don't think so. I think he's close.
Oh.
Super close, like within a couple of thousand. But if you remember back a few years ago, the most popular brand, Global. Global's still really popular. I mean, to gain that kind of popularity, it's got some staying power. But the bottom line is, every brand out there is going to have films in their lineup that are just great, amazing. I mean, Avery Dennison. I don't carry all of their lines because I don't like all their lines. I carry what I feel like I could use confidently and in my tent shop. So, but the nice thing about Helios is that oh, and I got the orbits coming back in. I just got confirmation of shipment today, so that's exciting.
Oh, thank
Hopefully,
God.
hopefully we have it before the weekend. But we're not like entirely out of anything, just super close. And it's like scary, this COVID thing. Stupid. But yeah, so I've went to some of those manufacturers that have that particular line of their film that is just absolutely amazing, and that's what I buy and put in my box. Isn't Global also the only single source company out there? Yes, Global is the only manufacturer that makes every single part of their window film from the ground up. Unfortunately, though, NR Pro rubbery. I would. I don't know that I'd call it
I guess
rubbery.
it
Rubbery.
depends
It's
on
a.
what you've been using.
It's a little thinner than what most people would be used to, so I can see where you'd feel like it's got that kind of because it's not as durable because it's thinner. So it's definitely a little more delicate. It's not like a cheap 1 mil. I'm reading comments. I shouldn't read comments and try to talk at the
Yeah.
same time because it doesn't work. We'll
Well,
let Brittany read
we missed a
comments.
question though. So, how long would you guys say the turbo squeegee is good for? That depends on if you want the official answer or the like real life answer. Because I had a customer ask me once what the degradation rate is for a squeegee blade.
Wait, wait,
Um,
wait.
what?
Does anybody know what degradation rate means?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody? Anybody? Because we had to learn that.
Well,
Because
no, I knew what that meant, but um, so when I asked about it, the answer that I got from Fusion Tools was officially on the books. You should be replacing your squeegees once a year, but in all actuality, most people don't. Either you throw it out before then or you hold on to it for 10 years. Just
so
eventually the material it's made out of is going to break down and you just
think
need to
of
keep an eye on that.
yeah, think of it like your car tires. If you sit your car in a parking spot for years and years and years, and you go back and the tires they're
They
not
dry
wore
rot.
down, but they're dry rotted. They're starting to crack. Well, the rubber content in like a turbo squeegee or any kind of squeegee is going to have that effect. That's a reality. It's not something that any manufacturer can change or hide from if they're honest. But back to honest, does anybody remember when Fusion came out with the turbos? Because I bought one of the first ones and I'm still using it. And it's only been about a year and a half since I was like pretty much full time tinting. So I don't know. Been using it for a
So,
long, long time.
how's the pink and orange turbo? The pink one is very, very soft. The orange one is not the hardest one they have, but one step below that. So, they're great. They're all great if you use them for their purpose. They all have a place, So, I have a hard time with that kind of question.
Mr.
Um,
Gonzalez has a really legitimate question.
well, hold on. I want to make sure.
I
How
already
about
have his
dirty
question.
tools? I prefer clean tools.
Brittany, there's a
And then,
question on the
okay.
screen.
Yeah, I know. Why don't you guys ever do tinning video using the tools you guys sell and advertise? We used to. If you look back at our YouTube channel, there's a few videos of Rick tinning. He never got super duper into it because it's very time consuming to produce videos like that. Um, I say as we sit on a weekly 2 hour long live stream.
Well, so the current problem, so since July of last year, we moved into this new building because you guys have grown us to the point where we couldn't contain everything back where the tint shop is. And so we had to split. And in making that split, now I got a 5,300 foot space, 5,300 square foot space. Unfortunately, I had no idea how much of this space distribution was going to take up. So, and then I had to have a high-low. So that sits in the way a lot. And so we just really don't have a designated space to just pull a car in. And we don't do retail tint here. So we don't just have cars like Brittany's car's already tinted, mine's already tinted. I mean, we do have Nick's
Nicholas's
and
car.
Alex's woman. And would you guys like to see me tint something on stream? We can make it happen. I'll do it. Just just because we also got Matt Blackmer. He's over there making his lives all the time. He uses our tools. I mean, he uses some of his own tools because he like he likes the fluorescent green stuff because it matches his colors, and he's really gotten into that. But
It's on brand. Yeah.
it's on brand for him. But if you ask him where he buys his tools, he got his tent keg from us. The hybrid squeegee that he got from us. In fact, he even made a post. We have one shopping cart, an old Toys R Us shopping cart here. We had to go get for him last time he came shopping, and he filled it up. It was like, oh my god. He started out with a basket, then he had a second basket, and I'm like, wait, 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 wait. This ain't working. I'll be right back. And I went, got him the shopping cart. And he's like, I don't need all that. But then before it was over, he took a picture of it heaping full.
It was
I think,
full.
yeah, I don't know. Can we find that picture? Do you know
Yeah,
where
I can find it.
I think it's in his group. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you keep talking, I'll find it.
Okay, I like to talk. Yes, do please make a video. Okay. So next Tuesday, I am going to tint someone's car. And since Alex, wherever he is, I know he's watching wherever he is. He better be watching because he always watches. Are you watching, Alex? You should come in here. Oh, yep, he's watching. Here he comes.
Okay, I found the picture.
Huh? What? You want to tint your woman's car? Yeah. Oh, that's why I thought you'd like me to do it. All right, so I'm gonna do Nick's car. We'll tell Nick to come in here. There's there's the picture of Matt shopping here. So, and you catch Matt's streams anytime you like. And but yeah, if you look in there, there's a Fusion Max Flex heat gun. There's some ATR remover, couple of them,
Some
bunch
all
of
types,
scrub
some
pads.
epic orange.
He got all the things.
I
It was
swear, he got
great.
like one of everything, and it took absolutely forever for me to ring all that crap up.
All right, Stan, thanks for coming by.
Bye, bye,
Stan,
Stan.
Stan says he's got to go finish stuffs up.
Stan Foster, the man, the myth, the legend.
So let's see if I can do this. I'm going to try to do this. Oh, you switching us back around? Fine, whatever.
Chat picks percentage. I mean, probably.
Okay. So this is Nick.
Probably sample roll shelf picks percentage.
Yeah, so that's Nick. We're going to be tinting his car next week. That's exciting. What do you guys want me to put on it since I'm not going to charge him for it?
Hold on. Actually, no. Matt doesn't get money to sponsor any particular tool over another.
No,
all the tools that he has, besides the stuff that he ordered for himself and his own personal branding, he just came here and picked up as part of our sponsorship to him. So, like, there was nothing that we were like, oh, hey, really push this one or anything like that. He just uses what he likes. 35 windshield, double 20 sample rolls on sides and backs. Ceramic. You guys.
Okay. Well, we can do ceramic for him. Merry Christmas, Stan.
Merry Christmas.
Put Nick
as long as
ceramic.
It has a 35 windshield, I'm happy. I don't know. 35 windshield's a bit dark.
Yeah, we got to talk.
And a brow the size of Texas.
I'm not going to force.
Rick, you got to give him a windshield strip like the one you put on the Murano that's like 15 inches long. Yeah,
no. See, your mom's like 3.5 foot tall, so she needs a really long windshield strip. Come on, so, like, we're not just, this isn't like sitting at home putting doll clothes on our cat. You know, we have to think about the person we're doing that for.
What kind of car does he have? It's a Ford something, isn't it?
No, it's a Chevy Cruze.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? The Chevy Cruze wasn't the Chevy Cruze the one that so many people couldn't finish the door, and were you at that? Yeah, that was a Chevy Cruze. Don't know me.
No, the one that people had a hard time finishing was one. It was one of them that had a front quarter. I want to say it was a Fusion because everyone was like, "Well, it had an extra window."
Brittany, it was a Chevy Cruze.
I don't think so.
It was,
but everyone was like, "Oh, they gave us an extra window to do, and they didn't give us any more time."
Don't pick on the new guys. It is tough when now look for. I would say probably 15 or close to 20 years of my career, I didn't talk to other tinters, and I didn't know that fast, good tint was a combination that could happen together. And I thought that you had to take at least 2 hours on a car. I really did. Until somebody that I trained showed me you could do a car in under an hour and do just as good of a job as I was doing in 2. And then I had to rethink my whole process because it's like, oh my goodness.
Ryan Feltz, you compete? Or was that like a one off? I'll be doing lives very soon, y'all. 20 all around,
we
50% shield if he wants. That's what burner account says. I think that that's a really
I
good
think
shade combination.
that's a good shade combination. And that's something that if he wants the windshield, but yeah, for a first time tint person having tint on their car, I certainly wouldn't recommend over 30 or
Thank
over
you.
50% on the windshield for sure.
I don't know.
And
I personally like really light shades like 50 and 70. Mostly 50 because I just got used to driving with that. But I don't know. I'm a little weird on that front. There was somebody that was okay. I really want someone, doesn't matter who, to do more up close flat glass videos or streams. Rick and I were actually just talking about this, and he is considering buying a GoPro for when he goes out on flat glass jobs.
yeah, so when you go into a customer's house, it gets a little touchy as far as customers like they're already sometimes a little nervous about having somebody in their house. And then for me to walk in with a tripod and a camera and all this stuff, it's really limited on where you get those opportunities. And that's why like you'll see Billy Ayton. Now Billy Ayton's a great flat glass guy, but you don't see him doing a lot of videos. And if you've ever gotten to know Billy Ayton, he likes to be like front and center of attention. He would and he's very good at tinting windows, so he would be doing videos every day tinting flat glass, but it's got to be the right situation
Yeah,
where you
you
can.
have to be respectful of your customer and their space. So, um, hold on though. There was another one in
But
here.
wait, there's more.
Somebody wanted to know what is the difference between our ceramic and our competitors.
So some of our competitors, it's not even the same manufacturer. I'm not allowed to. I will get my line yanked if I start disclosing too much information. But basically, the difference is who picked it to put it in the box. You know, a lot of these companies, our competitors, will pick lines of film based on what makes business sense for them, and that's profits and losses. You know, bottom line, what the profit margin is. Now, my film is priced lower than it should be for what it is, but I also understand I'm entering into the game and I need to build a reputation and trust. So I'm going to appeal to you a little bit with the price tag. So I'm going to compete with people that don't compete with me as far as the product goes. And a lot of people, when they find out how much the ceramic film is for the Helio Supernova, after they've used it, they're like, why? What's wrong with it? And then I have to explain that all over again because the bottom line is there's nothing wrong with it. It should be more expensive. And unfortunately, next year the price is going to go up because I've got my profit margin so slim on it right now. They just ran through the beginning of the year. They're doing a company wide 10% increase. So I don't have a lot of wiggle room there. So I have to follow the increase. It won't be right at the first of the year because unlike other companies, I'll price increase when the more expensive product hits my shelf, not when they tell me it's going up. You know, so many people are like, "Oh, price is going up. Raise the prices." And it's like, "But I paid the old price for that stuff and you want me to sell it for the new price because there's going to be no. That's not That's not customer service.
Oh
That's
man, if
bad.
we did that, I would love price increases.
We could, I mean, then price increases would be beneficial.
We'd be telling everyone to raise their prices.
Although we did have a
Um,
big fusion price increase that happened this year, and we did jump right on it then. But what we did was we set everything on sale for the original price, and then With a company like Fusion, we have to increase when they tell us to. So we set it the end of the sale for the day that they told us to. And so it was on sale for like a month and then it wasn't. Where actually a lot of our
Well, and
competitors
with
just
that,
raised the price.
that was mostly because Fusion has a lot of tools and that's a lot of data entry.
Yeah.
And every time someone increases their prices and I have to go through and increase prices, it takes a minute. So doing it that way just makes more sense. So that when the time comes, it's already done and it just automatically pushes it through. Um, there's a couple short tip and trick videos. He's talking about flat glass again.
Yeah.
But I just want to see how someone handles arched 4 foot wide by 8 foot, drop 15 feet up on a ladder, when to remove seals or not, stuff like that. So more of like the basic knowledge, how to handle certain situations, stuff like that. You know,
Okay.
one thing you might be able to do is, even if you can't um, do like a complete install video, show shorts.
Well, again, therein lies the problem. Once you set up that, I don't care if, once you pull out the tripod.
No, you don't pull out the tripod. You pull out your phone.
Oh, I pull out my phone and I tint a 4 foot wide arched window one handed on a
Yeah,
ladder.
obviously.
Okay. Said nobody
Um,
ever.
well, no, because he said like when to remove steels and stuff like that, and you could do that one handed.
Except for, see, therein lies the other thing. I don't remove seals.
Ever.
No.
I don't know how flat glass seals work. I
So
don't
flat
flat
glass
glass.
and auto in this aspect is a lot the same. Some people do take, because the seals they come out really easy. The problem I have is if it's a big enough window and you pull the seals out, then you've got the window. It'll kind of teeter in the hole,
Oh,
and that makes me nervous because when you start squeegeeing on it, it might kind of lay back a little bit and you squeegee on it and it bumps and it bumps and it bumps when you can crack a customer's window. And I know it almost never happens, but taking off a rear view mirror in a car almost never breaks the windshield. But when it does, it's a bad, bad day. So if there's a way to do it without doing that, then that's my preferred method. If I can avoid the possibility of the damage, I do. And there is ways that you can hold the blade, and even a soft rubber gasket you can cut up against it. And I don't use a trim tool either, where people I don't even know how you would. I don't use a
Rick's
trim.
a tint wizard. He just
I'm
looks
a
at it and the
old
film cuts
dude. I've
itself.
been doing it for over 30 years. It's like anything. If you do it enough times, you start learning how to step around some of the difficulties to where they're no longer more difficult. Jaybird was saying back on the car thing. He said, "I see some people do two stage and they fold it in
Fold.
or out, if you know what I mean." And I do know what you mean. Like for instance, like Matt, he folds his out when he two stages. I am also a two stager and I fold mine in, but I don't actually fold it. And that's something I can talk about. What are you laughing about? That's something I can talk about when I'm doing Nick's car because the one hindrance with two staging is always that little flip line that you get. No. Um, when I wear shorts, they go past my knees, so whatever. Just so everybody knows, I am from the '80s, but I don't wear '80s style shorts. That's just wrong.
Oh, like the ones that come all the way up to like the bottom of your butt cheeks that guys used to wear when they were playing basketball and other stuff like that.
Yes, that was wrong. I mean, I knew
That's
that was
so
wrong back
weird.
then. Although, don't get me
That
wrong, I right about puberty time too. Oh my God, this was so embarrassing. So like Speedos were like a thing and bikini um bathing suits on men. And so my mom bought me one and we went to the beach and you know, normally in life at 13, 14 years old, you don't see girls falling out of their bathing suit on a regular basis. And we're at the beach and this is like a norm. Oh, those didn't last long because they're not big enough. It's no good. It's a bad, 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 bad. In the 80s, we had a lot of things wrong with us. We just did. I mean, but whatever. Um, I was gonna look at other stuff.
Speedos.
Speedos. Thank you for my honest answer. Oh, I am not. You're not keeping up with telling me what people's saying. You
Mr.
know,
Gonzalez is proud of you because you haven't smoked that much today.
let me tell you, you don't
Jaybird is
need to.
requesting Daisy Dukes.
So, Mr. Gonzalez, I have been holding this like for the longest time and I keep grabbing it thinking and then I'm like everyone always gives me a hard time so I'll put it back down and I picked that up and put it down like I don't know. I feel like 27 times. So, yeah. Oh,
My
and burner
problem is
count.
I
Yeah.
get talking. Put it back down.
um yeah, pulling the seals it does make the glass loose. I don't like it. It scares me. I'm just yeah. Um
So you want to give
basic
something
size
away?
easy. No, I'm reading. Stop. I'm reading. Could possibly break. So yeah, I can tempt basically a basic size, easily accessible flat window is just the large, more complex stuff. Okay, so back to what you were saying about like an arched window. What I'll do is I'll cut it square about 2 inches larger than what the opening needs, and then when I put it up there, I drop roll everything that I do or reverse roll everything that I do. So it is sticky side to the glass when I cut it, no matter what, including the uh, the arched windows. So with a lot of the arch windows, what I find is most of them are wood frames, which sucks ass. So let me give you a little secret on the wood frames to start out. You're gonna want to first do a dry scrape all around the edges and get those edges pristine. Now you're going to have a bunch of flaky, staticky, either paint flakes or if they've stained them, then the varnish flakes and whatnot. You want to wipe all that off the best you can. I used to know a guy that used an air blower. He'd carry a small pancake compressor with him, and he'd blow them off. I didn't like that because it blows flakes all over the customer's house. It's hard to contain them that way. Um, I use a little cordless portable shop vac sometimes, but up on a ladder, I don't. I just use a towel. And so I'll just take my regular microfiber towel and I'm going to just wipe it off, wipe it off, wipe it off so that it all falls down onto the tarp below. And once I get that, then something that a lot of people nowadays don't think about, but I use a tack cloth, and I've used a tack cloth for 30 years, and it's just something that is it should be in your arsenal. And you wipe those frames down all the way around, and wipe the whole window down all the way around. Oh, somewhere in here we have also wet scraped the window just to make sure that we got everything. But then we dry it and we get the window and the frame completely dry and we use a tack cloth. And the tack cloth will pick up anything that we wasn't able to dust off with the towel. And then from there, we open up the piece of film and just put the top edge right at the peak of that curve and then fold it in with our fingers. And I'll hold one side and just take my knife from the other side and just cut it down, and the other side cut it down, and I don't even have to have a good edge because I've still got about that much film hanging below the bottom. So once I get that, I'll lift it up just a little bit so I can get a nice tight lip, and then I'll trim that all the way around the top, and then I'll trim my bottom and squeegee it out really good, and I get a fantastic job every time using the tack cloth. The tack cloth is key because otherwise, to two-step it like that when you're cutting it, you'll, if you don't have a good clean edge on a wood frame window, you're going to get all kinds of crap in there. And by having it all cleaned up ahead of time and then tack cloth in it, you get very minimal crap in there. So that is that. And
How many Fusion Reflex cards do we have to give away?
look at you just trying to give everything away. I don't know. I got a few. Let's see.
I thought she sent 2 or 3.
We can give away 3 reflex cards and 3 of the side pieces. Yep, 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 yep. Um, and
Are
you're
we
still
keeping
not.
any of the
Oh
are
my.
we giving away all the switch cards or no?
No, no.
Okay.
What are you doing? I have not authorized this, Brittany. Stop it. Trying to catch up with the comments, and you're not helping.
No. Well, it's just a
Yes,
lot of writing, so I want to
Stephen
make sure I
William.
get it all now.
You know what you're doing. Well, the wife doesn't want me to have the side piece anymore, so I got to give it away.
Hey,
Um,
Ty.
Never thought about using a tack cloth. Yeah, that. So originally, when I started tinting back in '89, I was taught that I spray the window, wipe the window, scrape the window, wipe the window, tack cloth the window, lay the window in that order. And that was the whole process. There was never a squeegee and a final squeegee. We didn't squeegee the window at all. And we had immaculate tint jobs. I mean, think about it. People are using a tack cloth and then painting entire cars and getting a glass like finish without all the crap in it. Then there's people that will just blow off a car and they don't tack cloth them. Mako. And actually, is there any Makos left or are they all Gerber now? Ooh, throwing those names just right and left, ain't I? But anyways, so yeah, these some places they don't use anything like that, and you can. We went offline on YouTube. Brittany, you're not paying attention. How
Oh,
are we
actually, I
offline
did see
on?
that comment. I just didn't look. Showing me it's live, and there's 5 people watching on it
I don't even know where we see that.
on YouTube.
Oh, Jaybird's on YouTube, so and so is Dave. But actually, Corey Case was saying that he was having buffering
Troubles.
issues on YouTube, and
Yeah.
he went over to Facebook. So yeah, um, Tim Johnson said that it was bad over on. Well, what the hell's wrong with YouTube? I don't even know, and I don't have
So
anything.
Stephen Williams says he's never touched CDF adhesive. Does it work like PS or a dry? Like, is it sticky upon immediate release of the protective liner?
No, it's wonderful. It's dry. You can put your fingers and hands all over it, and even after, unlike PS adhesive, if you get some trash in there and squeegee over it and then you notice it, most of the time you can still peel it back and just spray and it'll flush away. It's so much nicer to work with. It's like, Um,
Okay.
yeah, I love it.
So, how many Switch cards do you want to give away?
You know what? If it'll make you feel better, let's get that wheel going and we'll give one. Oh, Brittany, that reminds me, our big giveaway. Obviously, there's going to be a couple of tool talks and a couple of lives in between, and we'll be using that wheel. So
It'll
we're
be
probably going to
fine.
have. No, we'll probably. What do you mean it'll be fine?
I'm just going to export all of it into an Excel sheet and then I don't have to type anything. I can just copy and paste.
Oh, like last minute kind of last day thing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fine, whatever. I was just trying to think of a way we could support that website and actually go pay them for their services and instead of using the free stuff. You know, I see all these other people that want to be my competitors and they don't pay for stuff. They just want to use the free stuff. And I don't want to be like them. I want to be like me.
Brayden, you are on the wheel. David, you are on the wheel.
No worries, Stephen. I am glad that I could share some experience. Um, for probably the first 16, 18 years of my career, I honestly believe that you guys were all the enemy and I couldn't share any of my secrets because like that's what I was told when I learned. And I have over the last several years learned that that's not the same. And yeah, we got lots of we should have like a standardized wheel. My camera keeps moving. It's following me. Oh, it's so weird.
Everyone who has asked about being on the wheel so far is on the wheel.
How many names you got?
8.
8. But we got 17 watching. Mr. Gonzalez wants the wheel.
He's on the wheel.
So what are we
Rebecca's on the
thinking we're
wheel.
giving away? What are we thinking we're giving away first? Oh, and you know the best part, guys? I don't even know the retail prices of this stuff. But these are giveaways from their perspective. And Brittany, you're not trying to give all of my everythings away, are you? Because you know your brother is going to have to try some. And I
No,
might need to
I
try
just
some. I need to
you
try some for next week's stream too, because like, let me put my money where my mouth is.
okay.
Jaybird free.
We have 14.
14 out of 17, so we got 3 people that don't want to be on the wheel. Got it.
David said you better get on the wheel and better hope you win.
Oh, okay, put me on the wheel.
Okay.
But I don't even try to win things anymore.
Well, you're on the wheel now. Ah, Howard.
So, how many of you guys, what's up, Howard? How many of you guys are planning on going to Tenor Battles in March? Anybody? Anybody planning on being there? Dylan wants to be on the wheel also.
Yep, I see him.
Dom.
Yep,
Jaber's
Dom,
just
you're on
excited
there.
about the wheel. I'm excited. I'll go if you're my
I
partner.
remember
No, no,
Martin.
no. I'm not talking about competing. I'm talking about going. This is an experience you don't want to miss. I mean, I've been to a lot of tin offs and a lot of conventions, and I've always found that they were all worth going. And then I went to last year's Tinner Battles. The energy around it is so much different. It's all about the tinners there. And that's different than every other one that I've been. Every other one I've ever been has been kind of about the vendors. And the Tinner Battles didn't really have any vendors. Now they're eventually going to have to start bringing in vendors because it takes a lot of money to get one of those things going. Um, I'm going to be there. Jaybird said, "Wear your glasses." No, he didn't say "Where's your glasses." He said, "Wear your glasses."
He said, "Where is your glasses, girl?"
Oh, he did say "is." Damn it.
Hashtag bring Brittany.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how to do that. We're gonna have to figure that out. She should have her income tax by then, though.
I gotta buy a new fridge first.
Why you need a new fridge?
Because it's not working right anymore. My freezer, like, freezes everything, like, to the freezer itself, and my fridge is barely cold, so.
Sounds
And,
complicated.
let me see here. The Tinner Battles, it's in Florida. We're in Florida.
I feel like Orlando.
Oh, I think that's right. Hold on. Let me see here. Tinner Battles. Yep, Orlando, Florida.
You got Robert. Yeah, you got Robert Gonzalez.
Yeah, you can see the wheel in a second. I have to add some people. We got some new people in.
Tenor
Hashtag
Battle
bring
Dash
Brittany.
Towel. I didn't even know a Tenor Battle Dash Towel was a thing. Nobody ever
Corey
approaches
said
me
he'll
with
pay
these
for.
things.
Corey said that he'll cover my expenses. Hashtag bring
Oh,
Brittany. No.
huh?
Let me see here. When and where? It's March 19th to the 20th. Starting at 9
2
a.m.
days.
That's oh.
What is that, March? I want to see.
So it's actually being held at the shop of Window Tint Z. We did custom kegs for them
We did. We love
way back
them.
when.
Yep, they jumped on our stuff early.
Yeah,
Um,
they were actually the first big custom wrap we did for like a whole shop.
I bet you can't find the wrap real quick.
Blah, watch this. I got it. I got all of them.
So that's a Saturday and a Sunday. So, and that's the other thing too. You know, some of these other get-togethers and conventions, they want to have it during the week. One thing I liked about it is I could fly down for the weekend. I didn't have to miss much back home because it's not always about the cost of going. You also have the money that you're not making while you're gone. So depending on what that is.
Right.
And when you start like closing down an entire company, oh, here, let me
Hold on. That was their keg wrap.
how awesome is that? That
Such a
was a
fun
fun one.
one. Yeah. That was when we like first started doing the changing the tent keg logo colors.
Yeah, so we had decided that, we can we can maybe get those a little more in queue with each other, and it really it really made some people's kegs pop. And now just like
Oh,
that. Oh,
speaking
what?
of the custom keg wraps, and that was right around the time we did the keg wrap for 5 Star, which I really, really love. But also, hold on, I'm going to pop it up. For anyone who hasn't heard, sorry, I'm trying to fit this to the screen. For anybody who hasn't heard, the owner of Five Star, and this was before he became Sunstoppers, um, Chris Queen is actually in the hospital right now. He had walking pneumonia and then really started not feeling well, and he was found unresponsive, and then he went to the hospital and they realized that his walking pneumonia and his double ear infection, he ended up becoming septic. Yeah, septic. So they had to put him into an induced coma and give him a lot of antibiotics, and it sounds like now he's doing much better. But there is a GoFundMe. So let me find the link for that and I'll post it up in the chat. Um, really, really awful situation. Let me see here.
Oh, Jaybird, if you're having troubles on YouTube, switch over to the stream on. In fact, I'll even YouTube's gonna love this. I'll get you a link to the stream real quick, so you can just click it and switch. Because apparently YouTube is having struggles right now. I don't know. Um, all that has to do is find it
Oh,
and
actually,
where's the share
maybe
button?
I thought someone had told me there was a GoFundMe, but I can't find it. If I find it, I don't know. I'll post it in the comments of this, but
So as far as I know, there's not a GoFundMe for him as of yet. Everything's running cool. The last update I got, I don't know how many of you guys saw it, but was from his dad, and his dad's doing well, and he's doing well. Um, he is back in an induced coma. They did wake him up because they wanted to verify that, because he was
he was doing
unresponsive,
okay.
and yeah, they wanted to make sure that his brain was still intact. And he woke up and he had emotions, and he answered all the questions completely, and then they were like, back to sleep, and off he goes. So I'm not sure that's the correct way that they did it, but so the prognosis is good. They just put him back into the coma so that he could heal faster and better, but they're
Right.
pumping him full of the good stuff, and they're getting him better, and prognosis is good. But man, what a scare.
Scary. Yeah.
So
It's super
here's the
scary.
link to the Facebook Live if you're struggling on that way you don't miss much when it just refreshes. But yeah, hashtag bring Brittany, hashtag bring Brittany. Oh wait a minute, you did that twice. That ain't right.
You did it 3 times.
Oh well, I didn't look up that far yet. YouTube is still black. Well, what the hell? Let me log back out of here.
How do you fold two stage? It cuts off. Oh, is he talking about when you were talking about that earlier?
Yeah, so
Oh,
I
okay.
don't I don't actually completely close it.
All right. You almost have one of those $20,000 graphic vinyl printers or more. Dang thing's expensive. We actually don't have a vinyl graphics printer here. We outsource it.
We do. We like to share the wealth with other people, um, especially with those $20,000 machines that we would have to buy to do the things that we want to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to have one, but truthfully, I struggle to find space to tin a car in here. So, like, where am I going to put one of those things? Because, they're like 60 inches wide. Well, the printable area is like 60 inches wide. The
No more
machine
break
itself
room.
is like, oh, well, you know?
Yeah, our source is super quick. If we get it to them early enough in the day, we've got our prints the next day, and if we do it later in the day, we'll have them the day after.
Yeah, we're guaranteed 2 day turnaround. They'll print it one day, ship it the next day, you know, and this is worst case scenario. Print it one day, ship it the next day, and they overnight everything. So, and they're local, so they don't really need to overnight it, but that gets us to us early in the morning on the delivery day, which is really good because then we, you know, because usually when we're ordering a custom print, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. No, we do not sell plotters. So, Rick, what's the first tool that you want to give away? Because we've already been at it for an hour and a half.
Whatever. Let's start giving things away. Is everybody on the stream that on the wheel that wants to be?
I don't know, but a bunch of people left. So, same rules apply. If you're not here, you don't get it. Where do we order our platters from, or our wraps? We had two conversations going on in close proximity
So
to one another.
we order our wraps from a company, and you'll have to make an account with them, but I'll put the link in here.
Oh, Dom's still there. His phone just died. Got it. Yeah, so Science 365 is where we get our wraps.
Yeah, that's where
Rick
we
will
get our
go ahead
wraps.
and throw that up there. That is also where we got our door wrap and
Yes,
our display boards. We get a lot of stuff from them. Pretty much all of our printed stuff we get from them
yes, yes.
because they're quick. And
And
it's not like quick and shitty quality or anything. It's
they
like
also
quick
do
and pretty good.
they also do full print banners, which is a good price. Although they keep trying to get me to sell banners, you know, and they even give me a price list like you pay this and you charge this and it's really easy and I'm like, "Oh, I should." But then I don't because anytime we ever like we'll get a banner printed for somebody and we just charge them cost like cuz it's helpful. So, yeah, there's that. And then but they also have perf banners. They'll print yard signs, so anything like that. Like Brittany said, our display boards. Hey, what's up, Don? That's why we do a 2 hour stream so that we're here when you want to show up. Do we want to let Don be on the wheel? He wins
Yeah,
so
let
much
me
stuff
get him
from
on there.
us, but we should put him on the wheel because where are they? They're in Shelby Township, Michigan. Ty
On Philomena Drive.
Philomena Drive.
I only remember that because it's a very unique name. Okay,
I
so
don't remember that, and I'm the one that goes there and picks stuff up when it's got to be picked up.
let's give some stuff away.
What you want to give
Uh,
away?
I don't know, Rick. Grab one of the switch cards, random one.
I just did. It's it's this one. Oops.
The 4-4
Oh
purple.
wow. It's got. Oh God, it's looking for me. I forgot. Yeah, the 4-4 purple. Purple.
All right, so let's move this so I can do what I need to do. Perfect, almost. Triad switch card, 4-4 in purple. And we're going to spin.
Oh, I thought we were already spinning. I was excited. It was slowing down. I was I was preoccupied a little bit.
Martin Cisco.
Martin. I feel like Martin wins frequently too.
Martin does win frequently. He does. He's
Four
great.
four purple. That's for Martin.
Oh, shoot.
That's
I accidentally
it.
removed him from the wheel. Was I supposed to?
Sure. He
Okay.
doesn't mind.
We'll
I don't
just,
know.
everyone who wins today, you're winning once. What's the next one you
Yeah.
want to do?
Let's do. You know what that is? Oh, look, I can make it show ish. If I tilt it just right, it doesn't look as green. Wow, that's trippy. Yes, the reflex. The reflex.
Fusion Reflex. Let's go. And Steven, you're on there as Steven.
Steven is on there. Steven. But I'm pumped.
Howard!
Howard, you win all the things.
Our wheel really loves Howard.
Oh, Howard's getting one of these, right? Okay. Put that over here. And you have the ones you already gave away, right?
Yep. Sorry, guys. Everyone who's asking, I'm trying to look and see if you're on the wheel. Hold on.
Yeah, the wheel is like something about that wheel.
All right, Invasion. So the first winner was Martin Cisco. He got a 4/4 purple tri-edge switch card. And the second was the Fusion Reflex card, and that was our friend Howard. It's rigged.
It's rigged.
All right. Howard is here.
Hi, Howard.
Oh, actually, Martin.
Yeah, where'd Martin? Martin Cisco.
No, Martin, you are on the wheel. You won. That's why you're not on the wheel anymore. All right, let's see.
All right, we're gonna do this.
All right. Do you want to do another one?
Well, yeah.
What's
Which other
next?
one?
We've got a side
Well,
piece.
we didn't give away a side piece yet.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Eventually I'll be able to spell.
Oh, that is the craziest thing.
Ah. All right,
I
fusion
pull it.
side piece.
I pull it out. It's scruffy on the edge, and I rub it on my pants, and now it's all smooth. That's magical voodoo.
Brian,
Who's
you're on the
gonna?
wheel, aren't you?
Who?
Yeah, Brian, you're green. You're up top, green.
Oh yeah, Brian Dyer. Got it. Let's do it.
All right, you guys ready? Could definitely use a side piece, but fusion doesn't make the kind I need.
I get it. I get it. Invasion. Hey, that's cool.
Hey!
So invasion was like where we started when we spun it.
Maybe
And
that's the
I don't.
trick.
Yeah. Now it's on Don Vowles. We'll see if he wins the next one. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum. I thought after a win it was supposed to spin slowly, or is that only when you come back in?
No, that's only when it refreshes. Wish you could send noises through chat. Yeah.
Actually, we can send
And
noises.
Invasion, I know we've sent you stuff before. Can you remind me of what your name is?
Yeah, because we don't have any invasions in our shipping log, which is probably good.
I feel bad when I don't remember people's names from YouTube.
I
I
don't
wonder if
because
it will let me grab it and spin it. Joe. Yes, you're Joe. Okay. Yep, I got you.
I tend to don't
Ah,
remember people's names when I only know one of their names. Well,
are we
how would
doing
be
any
this?
more spins?
We will, just not right at this moment.
Okay.
So I feel like did we have all the whoa, you're making me dizzy. Stop jerking me around like that. Did we answer all the questions? Was there I feel like we just kind of
I'm pretty sure. Quick, guys, hit Rick with a question. Ew, what was that?
huh? What?
That noise.
Uh yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Favorite type of music, Rick?
Favorite type of music. So I listen to a lot of different music. My favorite is anything upbeat, up tempo that I mean, I grew up in the 80s, so it's got to have some sort of a rhythm to it. And yeah, so I like anything from um I like a lot of 80s stuff. I like a lot of 90s stuff. And then of the current stuff, the only thing I can seem to get down with is things like Taylor Swift and
Megan Trainer.
Megan Trainor, yeah, like Megan Trainor. I don't know, just anything that's got kind of a happy vibe to it. I know a lot of people like that angry music. I don't understand it because,
I like that angry music. I like listening to it on my way home because you can scream to it and get all your frustrations out, and then you get home and you feel better.
but I'm the one that leaves frustrated. So
Yeah. Well,
why are you getting my
your drive
frustrations out?
isn't your drive isn't very long. Maybe that's the problem. When you have
No
to sit in the
heavy,
car for an hour.
no heavy head banging rock music. Um, Not so much. So I like some of the 80s head banging rock music. And yeah, a little bit like a Sweet Caroline kind of guy. I do like that stuff. That's good stuff. Get that back over there. Ah, this is my office. Go back in. Okay. um, yeah, so top service. You are late. You're not too late though. We've given a couple of things away and we got some more things to give away. The cars, I wasn't really big on the cars. I really like things like Poison and I liked Kiss. I guess close to headbanging. I liked what did I like? I like Quiet Riot. I loved AC/DC, Def Leppard. I don't know that those are necessarily headbanging music, but they definitely had a good hard beat. Um, Twisted Sister. I liked that for a minute, but I think everybody in that generation liked them for a minute. So, what you trying to say? We can't hear you. You mute your shit and run away.
What's your favorite window film?
Helios.
Which one?
Oh. Well, so they all have a different purpose. They all have a different job. So, oh yeah, Metallica. Fuck any. I mean, oops. Um, anything Metallica. I did love that. Um, yes, I used to back in the days. I used to wear my Daisy Dukes and bump Boy George. You know, it's funny though. We were Brittany's mom had when we were driving back from Florida, or maybe it was to Florida. I don't know, one way or the other we were going, and we were listening to the '90s station on Sirius XM, and a Boy George song came on, and your mom told me this fantastic story about when her dad, Brittany's grandpa, learned about Boy George and was like, "What the hell is that?" I never was a big Boy George fan. Um, I don't know. I like Paul McCartney. That's about as close to Boy George as I can get. Can't touch this. Yes, I loved MC Hammer too, and I was a big on the rap hip hop side of things. I was a big Will Smith or Fresh Prince, DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. I liked Roxanne. I liked UTFO. I liked Slick Rick. Um, Jaybirds are just going off the. Oh, Chili Peppers. Hell yeah.
All
No,
right.
Jaybird. You're like way off base on this.
Don't want to get copyrighted.
You won't. I've heard
Eagles,
you sing.
NWA, Elton John, Billy Joel, Digital Underground before Tupac went to the thug rap.
Oh yeah. God, so much good stuff. I like Morris Day and the Time. That was good stuff. Easy E was my
E-
frickin' hero. Will Smith, you gangster. I gotta remember, Will Smith is about my age, and so when he came on the scene as DJ Jazzy Jeff, it was like I was a kid, he was a kid. It was awesome, and
oh, he's a
then
little older than you.
a little bit, not by much.
He's 53.
I'm 50.
Yeah, he's like my mom's age.
Oh my God, you just went there. And the worst part is, your mom's not that old. But okay.
She's 52, isn't she?
No.
51?
I hope she's watching.
Well, no, she just turned 50 like a year or two ago. Thought Rick was 41. Rick's 40. No. No, Rick just turned 50. So yeah, my mom's 51,
There you
right?
go. Yeah, but
Yeah.
now I'm like 39. What?
Mm,
Jeez.
I'm not even 30 yet. It's good times.
Yeah.
I'm not exiting my 20s for another couple months.
Oh, when's your birthday? Is it in March?
March. Hmm.
6th.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't get excited, people. I didn't really remember her birthday. She told me the month, and the whole family's on the 6th. So
Yeah.
like her mom's February 6th, she's March 6th, Charles is July
July
6th,
6th. And then
and
Adrian was September
Adrian
6th.
was September 6th.
Yeah.
So I really do kind of remember, but
You could
I
just
try
got to
not to.
remember the month.
Yep. Makes it a lot easier.
No. Where's the filter from? I don't know. It's something on his computer.
I don't know,
Gets
but
rid.
it does a really good job. It's called Snap Filter, SNAP, like Snapchat. And it actually uses Snapchat filters, so that makes it kind of cool.
Wait, how did you get that? Is that something I can download?
Probably not while you're live and switch to it because like so just like the audio has to run through things for the soundboard.
Ah. Super funny seeing a Disney character smoke. Illusion ruined.
That's a fair point.
We've only got about 15 minutes left. Do you want to give away anything else? Stop making everyone check their phones. Except for the people
Yeah.
on their phones.
Yeah, they're like, I hear it vibrating, but I don't feel it vibrating. I think it's broken. Yeah, we should probably give something else away. What do you want to give away?
Disney After Dark, working for the mouse is very stressful.
Fair point.
Um,
Okay. Okay. You don't like that one? We'll go to this one then. Okay. Yeah, there we go.
let's
What?
see.
Oop, it's the spinny wheel. Ah,
All right. Let me. Okay.
creepy. Okay. Spin something.
So
I'm still on the wheel. I didn't
let's
win yet.
do a tri-edge switch card. Um, Rick,
Let's
just
do
grab one.
a yellow one. Do the yellow one.
Which one is it? The 3-4 or the 4-4?
3-4. Yellow. 3-4. Yellow.
Top service, are you on it? I don't think you are.
Probably
No,
not.
doesn't look like you are. Hold on.
Brittany's neglecting her people.
No, he wasn't in here for a lot of it. He came in late. Should we add Justin to the wheel before we spin?
We should, because he doesn't even know he wants to be on the wheel. God, Brittany, you type hard.
Oh, hush. You and your sound effects. All right. So here we go. This is for a tri-edge switch card, 3-4 in yellow. Mr. Gonzalez! Mr. Gonzalez, are you still here? Yeah.
Is he still here?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't
He
see
said,
him.
woo. He had to switch from YouTube to Facebook because
I
he was
don't
having
blame him.
connection issues. Here.
It happens sometimes.
Do you want to give away any others or no?
Um,
So the only switch card style and color that we haven't given away is a 3-4 orange.
We have not. Let's do it.
Okay.
Orange is the right smack dab in the middle of soft and hard. So that's the medium.
All right. Last one.
I hope I win. I hope I win. I hope I win. Nick Zimmerman.
Nick Zimmerman, are you here? Oh,
Well,
let's give him a minute. You're having too much fun. Yay, he's here.
found him. All
Okay,
right, so we
so
got Nick Zimmerman. So who's all of our winners so
anybody
far?
what?
Who's all of our
Who's all
winners
our
so far?
So we've got Joe got a fusion side piece, Howard got a fusion reflex, Martin got one of the switch cards, a 4-4 in purple. Nick Zimmerman got the 3-4 orange, and Roberto got the 3-4 yellow.
Cool. So I realize that most of these sound effects aren't like awesome. That one's kind of cool.
So don't worry, guys. We didn't give away all our stuff.
No, we will probably be back tomorrow with more stuff to give away. Because that's how we do. So now
Yeah.
we know the kind of music I like. And we know that next Tuesday I'm going to tint a car on stream. Do you think I can do his whole car and the stream? I wonder if Matt will let me use his GoPro. Because I'm not buying a GoPro.
I'll wave to you guys as I drive by on my way home from Pontiac. Yes, wave to us.
Justin, we're
Be a lot
in
cooler if you
Pontiac.
come in and say
Yeah,
hi.
we're on the corner of Pontiac and Waterford. Like we're right here at Voorhees and Telegraph.
Telegraph. Yeah.
Where you be at? I'm guessing you work until 6 also.
Oh, and Rick, just really quick, recap your big giveaway for the people who weren't here.
My big giveaway, guys. Oh my God. I'm going to do something so stupid. At least everybody that I respect in business tells me this is kind of stupid. But I'm not much of a gambler. In fact, I don't gamble at all. But I'm going to gamble for you guys. So every single purchase that's made from now until the first, you're supposed to keep me on my toes on
Yes,
this.
January 1st.
From now until January 1st, for the rest of the year, we are going to put your name and your order number on the spinny wheel. And on January 4th, we're going to spin the wheel for everybody and announce the big winner. And what the prize is a full refund of your order, which means that you guys can order $10 worth of hard cards or $1,000 worth of window film. I don't care. Whatever you order, every item or
The whole purchase will get refunded.
the whole kit and caboodle. Now if you purchase over $750, you automatically get free shipping. So that part is like
You wouldn't get your shipping refunded because it's already free.
Because yeah, you can't refund free. We tried. I bring this up here just a bit. There we go. And So yeah, whatever it is, if it's a $10 hard card frenzy or a couple $1,000 shopping spree, it doesn't matter to me. That's my gamble to you. So could always set a limit though. Limit up to X amount. Some people got some deep pockets. You don't understand, Steven. I don't gamble like that. I'm all in. Like you got deep. Show me your deep pockets. Let's get you on the wheel. I'm, I'm. It's too close to gambling. It is a lot like
But
gambling. But so what this is basically any of you guys that aren't already our customers. It's going to give you an opportunity to see why people that buy with us stay with us, and then Dave, stop. You're distracting me. um, but those of you guys, everybody that buys from me this year, it's just an opportunity to be eligible for like whatever that purchase was free. And I know some of you guys are going to buy more than once from me. Don't worry, every one of your orders is going to go on the wheel. But just remember, if you spend $12 on this order and $1,200 on that order, so I mean, I ain't going to tell
and
you
it
the
lands
rules.
on that $12 one, you're only getting that $12 back.
And that'll make me very happy because the suspense is going to kill me. I get a lot of orders. This is Rick has deep pockets. No, Don, Rick doesn't have deep pockets. Rick is trying to get the attention to every one of these guys that think they're bigger and badder than me, and and the supplier chain. I just I want to see everybody out there start giving back, and as long as you guys can help me afford to keep giving back like I do, eventually we can change the way that this industry looks. I'm a 30 plus year window tint veteran. I know how the supply chain treats you guys. They treat you like a number. They always treated me like a number. And if my numbers weren't big enough, they didn't treat me special. And it really pissed me off when I came up with this idea to get a group of tinners to service all these different shops in the area, and we uh, we had such a hard time getting a decent like handshake with somebody when we first started the idea, and so that we could get better buy-in power, so that people would treat us better. I bought all the film and then distributed it to our tinners, and we all worked for ourselves. And eventually, we got to the point where we uh, we were doing about 6,000 cars a year, and they they were willing to do things for me that they didn't used to be willing to do for me. And frankly, that's kind of sickening. I mean, so to treat me special, I not only have to be your customer, but I have to be a customer that does a certain amount of volume. I don't think so. And that's why I do what I do. I don't require you to be my customer to be involved in the giveaways. I will give things away every single week, sometimes multiple times a week. Um, Back when I used to do some online gaming, Dave. My handle or nickname
Mafia
was,
Wars.
well, I did that, but that's not really gaming. That was Facebook bullshit. Back when I did gamings. Um, well, Steve, I didn't do 20 cars a day. We collectively did 20 cars a day. We were a mobile service, so we were a mobile service, and what we did, and I would be happy to go over with anybody who is wanting to give this a shot because it's really lucrative. But the thing is, you got to collectively work together, and nobody's really anybody's boss, but you still have to have one leader. It's crazy. But we would go to stereo shops. Stereo shops customers want their cars tinted, and they don't or wouldn't sell enough tint to pay a tinner, because a tinner needs to make anywhere from $60,000 to $100,000 a year. They just do. And if a stereo shop can sell $30,000 or $40,000 a year, how can they pay a tinner? But you can go in there and say, look, let's start you out with a day. I'll give you 1 day a week. You can book whatever you can. This is my. And we just gave them a basic. We'll do 1 hour for a set of doors, 2 hours for a complete, and maybe an hour and a half for a rear half, and then turn them loose. And they would fill that day up. And then as they get to know you, they learn your flexibility, because obviously, if you can only do 4 cars a day at 2 hours a car, and that's a whole day, you're going to stand around with your thumb up your butt a lot. And so then they would learn that some of us, they could give us 8 cars a day. Others of us, 4 cars was perfect. But 2 hours a car is pretty much industry standard. So that's where we started with them. Then we would bill them 75% of their ticket. We would set them a minimum, because you can't just sell a $150 tint job, because I'm going to charge you $175. So you need to price it accordingly. Now, our services got really popular amongst the tint shops, the detail shops, the glass shops, all those little off-piece shops that would love to sell window tint, that we had 5 of us slam busy all the time. And most days we spent in one shop. We didn't go to multiple shops. So we were mobile,
Well,
but
until
not
winter.
mobile. And in the wintertime, when it slows down, because we're in Michigan, shit gets real. And in the wintertime, it was hit or miss. And then it was, how much are you willing to grind? You could still stay busy, but you might have to go to 2 or 3 stores in a day to just do the kind of numbers you want to do. 35 minutes a 4-door car. I could do a Silverado in 35 minutes. I'm not that fast. I'm old. You know, I could do most cars in about 55 minutes, and I'm comfortable. But I smoke too. And I smoke just as much when I'm working as I do. And I have to go outside to smoke. So safe chips for winter. I agree. Um, but yeah, Stephen, that's exactly what we did. And as it turned out, when we started doing this, our industry average here in Southeast Michigan was about $165 for a complete. By 2018, when we started shying away from that model, people started noticing, real tint shops started noticing that the shops we serviced were busy at certain times, and found out that the prices were higher than theirs, and they followed us up. So right now, my tint shop across town is charging $269 for a complete, and they're not the cheapest ones in town. You know, it's like we're having a hard time keeping up with people raising the prices. It's a win-win for everything. And
Right.
the best thing about this model is that there's so much you can learn from different companies. You can see a lot of how different places do things different. So when you are ready to do like we did, because we backed way out of that and decided to just open up our own tint shop, we had so many things that we learned from some of these different shops, you know, shops that seemed like they should be able to do great, but they couldn't even fill up a whole day a week. We'd give them a half a day a week. And then these other shops, like, it's like, how are they doing it? They're like, we're almost up to giving them 3 whole days a week. That's crazy. And then we got our favorite shop, which is the only one that we kept. And they keep us solid frickin' slammed on a Friday. We close our tint shop down on Friday for these people. And they do about $60,000 a year with us, 1 day a week. So it's
Well,
just,
and if you're going into multiple places, that's kind of why it drove our market up, is if you're going into multiple places To someone who doesn't know, it looks like all these shops have these high prices. It's
And
not like just your one shop is more expensive where they're like, whatever. No, when you've got 6, 7, 8, 10, I think at one point we got up to what, 15, 16 accounts? All
16.
of them are pricing that way. That's what brings it up. Your one shop probably isn't going to do that, but if you've got 16 shops, it's going to
Yeah.
encourage that. And that's
We were
why it
doing
worked that way.
we were doing wholesale almost $1 million a year. Wholesale. And not for dealerships at a great discount. We were getting $175 a car for a standard film. And a few of our tint shops got on board with carbon and ceramic. And that's how this one tint shop that we kept, they're doing $50,000-$60,000 a year with us. They sell ceramic film, they sell carbon film, they sell dyed film, and they don't mess around. So
Yeah, they're not afraid of the upsell. But
millions. Now, if I would have had a little more ambition, I probably would have kept it going, but it's hard because I don't know if you guys have realized this, but we tinters, we're like prima donnas, and it's hard to keep us all corralled and focused on one thing, which is why I enjoy doing these lives with Brittany because she doesn't yell at me for getting sidetracked so much because, all she needs to do is see a bird somewhere and off she goes. So she gets it, just like us.
speak on
But
ceramic only shops. Ceramic only shops. I don't know how they do it, but like mad props to them. I know a lot of really great business owners that have used that model.
Don
It's just
Don
what works for
Fowles
you.
Don Fowles is a ceramic only shop, and if I ain't
Yep.
mistaken, Don, don't you do three tiers? You do an S5, an S7, and an S9 for Reno? There's a delay, but I believe that's his business model. So he's still got the good, better, and best model. And he's also got, because technically S5 is a ceramic. And um, so is S7 and S9. And so you got,
Oh, he does
oh,
S5 and
S5
S9.
and S9. So basically, yeah, you're still having a step up option for the customer because you never want to exclude all the people that just want a budget friendly tint job, but you also want to cater to those people that want to spend a little bit more and get a little bit more. So that's where that comes in. One day I might ask Don to try my film. It'll blow his mind, but I don't try to take other people's customers away from them. So until you get pissed off with your supplier, I'm not trying to get your business because I encourage I mean, I think there's room for everyone, and Don knows this. There's room for everybody out there to get theirs. And we were down in Florida this last week, and me and Mary was sitting back watching cars drive by, thinking, "What are these people talking about? There's still way more cars not tinted than are tinted." Everyone's all like, "Oh, the guy down the street this, the guy down the street that." How many cars a day do you think the guy down the street can tint? And then look out there at the road at the cars driving by and look at how many cars aren't tinted and wonder, what are you doing to get them, or are you worried about the guy down the street? Because if you're worried about the guy down the street, you're not doing anything to attract that guy that doesn't have tint.
Preach.
They do, Don. They do. Um,
When doing flat glass, do you charge square foot plus a next charge for film cost or just a high square foot?
no, just square foot. And flat glass, I haven't even considered how to dominate that market because personally, I don't have the time to go do it. So we do flat glass, and I'm the flat glass guy, so I'm pretty much like Fridays or Saturdays I'll go out and do the flat glass work. Fridays I hate. I don't mind Saturdays because I've always worked 6 days a week, so I don't mind working Saturdays. But in our area, we're actually about $8 a square foot is pretty common and average. There's a couple people that charge more, several people that charge less, but Mary, Brittany's mom, she goes out and presents it, takes the measurements, gives the bids, and uses Tint Wiz. And we get just about every job that she goes out and bids because we stand out. We look better than everybody else. And we're not way cheaper than anybody. And we're way more expensive than a lot of people. But the people that are out there trying to do $4 or $5 a square foot, they walk in either with no samples or just a little scrap piece of tint and no literature, no information. Their their quote is typically verbal or in a text message, and ours, if the customer wants to print out their quote, it looks professional, everything, and we can get it to them usually on the spot. Where other people like, I'll get back to you, and but again, I'm not trying to go too far with flat glass because it's those
Yeah,
Daisy
no,
Dukes
she just
closing
takes
deals.
pictures of Rick and Daisy Dukes and heels, and that just sells all the jobs. But all right,
Tells them
guys.
this tells them this is going to be your installer, so pick wisely.
All right, guys. It is time. We need to get out of here. Thank
It is
you
past
for
time.
yes, it is past time. Thank you for joining us, and we are going to get out of here as soon as I get the thing up.
East. Oh, you got to click the thing to tell
Hold on.
everybody.
Tell everybody what.
You got to tell everybody goodbye. Everybody's got to tell us goodbye. All
Bye,
that.
guys.
Been a lot.
Bye. Oops. Oh, shoot. Wait, hold on. Bye.